All right. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Mantis, how are you doing? We got 8 people over on the Let It Burn channel. Thank you guys for being here. 10 people. And on the main channel, we got 24 people. Thank you for being here. LRC will explode too. Yeah, I think a lot of things will explode. Everything, as I look through, things are starting to recover, and hopefully it stays this way because yesterday we saw an increase, but then we saw things start to really come back. So, yeah, I think a ton of things will explode. Obviously, I put a quick trade into Harvest Finance. Um, and I also have a quick trade, or it's supposed to be a quick trade in Compound before it came back. So, morning, Matt. Was a little disappointed last night also. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. A lot of people were. I made a mistake. I made the mistake you made yesterday with CRO and working on uh getting signed back in. Yeah. You're talking about the mistake that I made when it came to staking it ahead of time, thinking that as long as it's already staked, then it'll be applied, but it has to be staked through the card. That's what's weird. And I think I believe from what I saw, it said something about 10%. You can get 10% from CRO as well. So yeah, I mean it's I guess it's a common mistake because people think that you can stake it ahead of time and then everything will be fine and dandy. Uh, why so much negativity about Shiba Inu? Like less people believe it will ever reach zero. Um, why is there so much negativity right now? I would imagine it's probably because the AMA is just it was disappointing. It was good to an extent, mentioning Burns at all, but I feel like they just mentioned Burns just so that people weren't upset with the AMA. But we can tell they didn't want to talk about it. We can tell that they didn't care about the burns. We could tell that they cared about everything surrounding it. They cared about the um, Shibarium. They cared about um, gaming. They cared about the NFTs. They cared about all that other stuff, but they didn't really care about Shiba Inu too much, even though they stated that it was king. You know, it sucks, but we move on. We're still burning off Shiba Inu. I actually am buying Shiba Inu today, and we're not going to be burning it off today because I have to wait 6 days for it to clear, which I figured out a way that I can get around that because all the purchases are going to happen through my other bank account, which can link to Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. And Coinbase, yes, I would pay $5 more of a fee, but I can get I can burn off the amount that I buy right away. So I can send it over to Coinbase Pro and then I can burn it off right away. So I'm going to opt to do that, even though I'll pay a little bit higher of a fee. It's not going to be as big of a fee as if I was using my debit card or credit card. Um, but we're going to be able to burn off Shiba Inu very quickly. So this time around, we're going to burn off Shiba Inu, but it's going to take 6 days after we buy it in order for it to clear. So I will go through what we have to burn and how much we are going to burn, how much we're going to buy, because we're going to buy it live on the screen uh, today. But I'm going to wait for a bunch of people to get here. I'm probably going to wait till about 7:30, and then that's where we will buy Shiba Inu. There were 2 winners. I did reach out to the winners for the giveaway on my Let It Burn channel. If you guys are members or were members and you tagged me in a tweet, um, you know, basically talking about the Let It Burn channel or sending something or sending the video or, tagging the video, whatever you put there, just doing some form of a tweet, following me on Twitter, and then also um, being a member on the Let It Burn channel, you could win 1 million SHIB. So there were two people that won. We'll do that sparingly. So anybody that wants to become a member, you'll basically get something back. If you become a member, that's 99 cents. You'll basically get something back to where you can get, an easy, what, $20 or so. That's how much 1 million is. So yeah, we'll wait a little bit. Vault Inu going crazy nowadays, is it? Big on CRO all day. Yeah, definitely. They don't care about burns. What's even the point? And I'm a hardcore Shiba, but I'm questioning it now. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And that's on a lot of people's minds is what's the point if they don't care about burns? Well, eventually we will still, no matter what, the value of Shiba, even without massive burns, still shows so much that it can get to. But I think in the end, they will try and make us happy after they set up everything they want to set up, which they can make us look like, or they can use Shiba Inu as a pawn all they want just to keep us in the community or keep us in the ecosystem. But if we're able to get what we want in the end, that's all that matters, right? So I'm I'm completely upset with the AMA and the fact that they didn't want to mention burns. And if they wanted to keep the Shiba Inu community happy and didn't care about burns at all, they could do a 1% burn, which will impact the price, but it won't impact it to where the next 15 years it would really make a huge dent to where it would get to $1, right? It would it wouldn't, in the next 15 years if they only burn 1%. Now, if they burn 5%, then that could be something that actually has a really big impact. However, they haven't talked about that. They talked about setting up some sort of a burn rate, and maybe that can play a big role in things, but I don't know what that burn rate is. They talked about a burn portal. It's just I don't know, too much too much talk about everything else but Shiba Inu. When Shiba Inu is the driver of all of the volume, not Bone, not Shiboshis, not um, Leash, none of that stuff is a driver of this ecosystem. It may be something that people wanted to add on, but it's not a driver of this ecosystem. It's Shiba Inu that's the driver of the ecosystem. Without SHIB, there is nothing else. Trading scam coin Mark Meta? What is that? Finally, crypto bouncing some. Yeah, we're seeing some green. Let me go ahead and open up my screen. Let me show you. Hopefully, I have the right screen set up. I do. So right now, my account is around 21,000. So being down from or being up from that 19,000 mark, and then obviously I invested another 1,500 into Harvest Finance, and I'm gonna take 16 of those coins when it does hit, a level above 200, and I'm just gonna double that the amount that I put in there, and then I'm just gonna place it back where I want it to. Um, I'm not gonna do anything special with it. I'm just taking the profit and putting it somewhere. So I need to get better at that, at taking the profit and not. I want to reinvest it, but not reinvest it because it's supposed to be a quick flip. So we'll see. But currently we have 111 people here, guys. Hit the like button. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to go and check out the Let It Burn channel, feel free to check out the Let It Burn channel because we are burning off Shiba Inu with everything that we have there. So, feel free to go and check that out. Trying to grow that channel to something bigger. I know the live streams aren't really getting more than 60 viewers at a time, but we'll try and grow it. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. Here's the burn channel. Again, we'll do giveaways sparingly over on that channel. So if you want to become a member, it's 99 cents to become a member, and we'll be doing giveaways. Maybe something like every month we'll do some giveaways, and we'll see how that will play out. But here's the burn channel. Feel free to check it out. That's the top link in the chat. I do want to put. I gotta put my crypto.com link up there. Good morning from -5 Denver. Hello, Matt. I'm Matt too. Good day to everybody. How you doing? Thank you for being here. I think the burn portal mechanism is the Shiba swap, pushing traffic to use that website and burn through the swap. Yeah, I mean that would be great, I guess, if people were using it more. I don't know the traffic that goes through there. It's probably a very low amount of traffic that goes through there. It's not as much as you would see, people going on each exchange. Um, but they need to implement something with all transactions, not just a swap. Looked like they were promoting everything but SHIB. They didn't answer a lot of the questions asked. Uh, they did a Biden on us. I mean they did it was definitely a politician move where they were just dancing around the answer there, and even to the point to where they had the question for Burns and they did not answer it. You know, why take questions from the community if you're not going to answer it and you're going to talk about everything else but Shiba Inu? That's why it's so disappointing. I was so happy with the fact that they did mention Burns even a little bit, but they only probably mentioned it was because uh, the last AMA was apparently more of a disaster. What's your take on last night's AMA for SHIB? That's basically what we're talking about right now. I have a whole video out explaining what I saw in it, and if I liked the AMA or if I didn't like the AMA. I mean, the title and the thumbnail says it all. I mean, it says that it's a disaster, and it kind of was a disaster. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Are you still bullish on Zelda Inu? Yes, I'm still bullish on Zelda Inu. I still hold Zelda Inu. I'm probably gonna buy more Zelda Inu soon. But yeah, right now I don't even know the price where Zelda is. But yes, I'm definitely bullish on Zelda. That zombie. They have new exchange listings coming. One new exchange listing coming today. Another one, I believe, on the 24th, and another one on the 25th. So you got new exchanges that are coming to the markets, and you're gonna have a whole new set of volume, which definitely will see an increase in the price, especially with crypto starting to push up. You can see it's up 7%, right? So yeah, I mean I'm definitely bullish on where Zelda Inu is. We'll see how many holders are actually here really quick. So it has increased in holders, 6,036 holders, 90,000 transfers. Definitely making some moves. So I'm definitely bullish on Zelda Inu. Just subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. Bought some mana today for a swing trade. What are you looking out of it? Like what prices are you looking out of mana right now? Currently, it's at $2.76. It's up 8%. Did you buy it before it increased? Being up 8% because it actually did make quite a bit of a move. Up to $2.76. That would be a phenomenal swing trade. If you bought maybe 1,000 of it, it would be a good swing trade so far to just gain $200, $300. Um, so, what prices are you looking out of this position? Are you looking for a longer term swing trade or what? Are you looking for it to go up to about $3? Because it looks like you had a double top somewhere around $3. So I would probably push, if I were you, I would probably push 225 or 220 as a mark where we could see, I mean, you could see a potential pullback somewhere around where it is now, 270. But I expect something bigger. I'd probably look for like 220 or so. That's where I would go. But if you wanted to go longer term, I would imagine there's probably a lot more history there where you could see it up in the level of like $5.50. So I would push for 220, and that would be me. So I don't know where your head is. In business, you need to stabilize your priority. I guess true. In my opinion, the Shiba Inu dev priorities is to build a solid project first, then burn the to follow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was saying that they're looking to build a full ecosystem of everything of what people want, and then you take the Shiba Inu and do what people want with it. But why would you totally like push away? Even if they mention that Shiba Inu burns will be implemented a year from now, or 2 years from now, and they will be massive or whatever, it still would make it a huge announcement for them to actually verbally talk about burns, right? Come out and say, we love burns, right? We don't support burns right now because we want to build the ecosystem. Come out and say it. Why are they like everything's on the hush hush, and none of it's big news when they say it's like internet breaking news. It's not. It's not internet breaking news. It's basically nothing. Like I understand that you think Wellies was a internet breaking, uh, you know, internet breaking news there, but no, it wasn't. It was great to be able to have partnerships, but I feel like that's a given. We expected partnerships. We expected it with a lot of different companies and bigger companies at that. Um, but then when it comes to Shiba Inu, just say it. Just come out and say it. Look, we plan on doing this. This is the roadmap. We implement burns, a year from now, or 2 months from now, or a half a year from now, or whatever. Or we're implementing burns soon with this portal, right? Or whatever, right? They haven't really said much about burns, and they've pushed off the question. That's why it's upsetting. If I understand setting up your ecosystem and then implementing burns, but just talk about it. Give the community what they want. If you know they're upset about the fact that we don't or you don't have any burns, then talk about burns. What are you doing here? Are you in their Discord? They have people and moderators who actually explain everything in more detail and where it makes sense. Also, their wolf paper explains pretty well all the utilities. Um, so I guess I'm waiting for an update to their wolf paper, but I do understand a lot of the ecosystem, and obviously, what I don't care about, I mean, is the rest of the ecosystem because it seems like they're taking what the position that we care about the most, right, Shiba Inu, and using it as bait for everybody to come into the platform, everybody to use the ecosystem and all of that, which is great to an extent, but I don't know. It feels like we're just being used, right? Interesting how the price is up this morning. Where's this movement coming from, in your opinion? It was because the market was down so much. The movement is coming from people that decide to get into it, institutions that decide to buy back some of their positions. So you're seeing a lot of moves with a ton of positions. It's not just one. It's not just Shiba Inu. It's not just CRO. It's everything. You're seeing everything up. That's green, and you just see some positive activity that's happening. People are buying the position after being down a significant amount. It was down for like 4 straight days. Seeing uh, seeing everything down over the weekend with speculation, or one over the long weekend, and two speculation of what was going on with the Russia Ukraine situation, and also still dealing with like inflation talks, and still dealing with just market pullbacks and people believing that we are going to see some sort of a larger crash or a larger move. You're seeing that for 4 straight days. So what are you going to see after seeing negativity for 4 straight days? You're going to see some positivity. So it's really just coming from standard buys and sells, and just less sells that are going through. I still think it's ridiculous. Shiba Inu does not need yeah, it does not need three other tokens. I mean, they're doing what they're doing. Any thoughts on XYO? Let's check it out. It's currently at two cents, right? We do see that you have 12.84 billion, almost 13 billion, almost the total supply that's out there. I think I talked about this before. Currently up 6%. It has a $249 million market cap. If you look at history, it has shown that it can definitely show a $1 billion market cap or get close to that level. It resisted hard away from $1 billion. So I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really have too much history. I would say when you see a crypto bull run, you can definitely expect something where this doubles, but I don't see anything more than that because I haven't looked into any of the use case or, you know, any of the information behind the scenes to see what it's all about. So right now with 100% of the supply out there, it does look great. And if you wanted to see something double in price, this could be one of those things that easily doubles in price, or you can see something 4x up to 1 billion. But notice that it will resist hard away from 1 billion. But yeah, crypto market down 27%. Let's update that. Down 27% would just be ridiculous. I don't think that's true. And you see so many things that are up. Crypto market's down to 1.23 trillion. That can't be right. That can't be right. I just read that. Good morning. I haven't heard anything about Sandbox. Uh, a whole, wait, I hold a little. Is it worth holding long term? I'm a new sub. Cheers. Um, so Sandbox, I guess it is for long term because that is from what I understand, is a metaverse play. And I mean, it's going to take a while to uh, fully establish. That's the word I was looking for. Fully establish a metaverse play. But when we look into like history, I mean, this does show some strength, right? Well above. Let's look at the market cap, a $7 billion market cap, which is great. Looking at it currently at a $3.5 billion market cap. For me, I don't want to make these plays because of the fact that you're looking at uh, a small circulating supply that's out there compared to the total circulating supply. You're looking at 36%, even though 3 billion is not too much. 3 billion is not the end of the world. But it's just the dilution that can happen with this coin. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of metaverse plays because a lot of them have low circulating supply compared to the total supply. That's the only reason, really, I'm not a huge fan. And I like to get into things that have a lower market cap. If you're looking for something that has consistency and stability, I would definitely say that these plays can have it. But I would wait till at least 60 or 70% of the supply is actually out there. And I don't know how long they're taking to do that. I thought the first time that I looked at this, it was sitting around 20-25% circulating supply. So it seems like they're adding supply to the pot. But again, I don't know a ton about the use behind it. So maybe it has a much larger use, and I know it has a ton of people that are supporting it. Looking at a 1.1 billion volume, billion dollar volume, you definitely see that this has some support. It's up about 5% today. And where it's at, it shows that it has some growth, but it also has the ability to continue to pull back to some of these lower levels. So uh, is it still a play? It can definitely be a play, but it just depends on what you want to gain out of it. Oh, my question is now off the screen. I hope he sees it. What question? More I haven't. Oh, I read that. So yeah, I just talked about it. I try to get to all of them, but sometimes I skip. The AMA should have been about Shiba Inu, not leash, bone, and everything else. They have expanded too far, and just like the Romans, seem like it's destined to fail. I don't know. I don't think it's destined to fail. I think that they have no structure. You could see that from the AMA calls itself. They have no structure. They don't know what's going on and what the community, or they know what the community is saying. They're just totally ignoring what the community is saying. And this is not good. If you ignore the community when it's a community driven token or ecosystem, I mean, it's not good at all. Yes, they're doing too much, and they need to realize that. Um, they need to stop with all of the new things that they're implementing. We don't need all of that, right? You're trying to make something where yes, Shiba Inu was created to destroy Dogecoin. Everything else is now building an ecosystem where it seems more legit than just a meme coin. That's what they want to get away from. Is more legit than just a meme coin or a the coin that made your ecosystem what it is. And that's why it pisses everyone off. That's why it's the worst thing possible is for them to just use Shiba Inu as a pawn and not implement any burns or even talk about implementing any burns or push this conversation to the side. Like there were so many questions about burns. I guarantee there was probably 90% of the questions that came through were about burns and how they're going to work with Shiba Inu and not Shibarium, not the NFTs. We're not worried about that. We understand how that could be a moneymaker, how it could be big for a lot of people, but that's doing nothing for the position that made it what it is. So I still believe in Shiba Inu. I still like Shiba Inu. I still hold Shiba Inu. I'm still burning Shiba Inu. Um, but I can tell you that I'm severely disappointed uh, in everything that happened in that AMA. The only thing I liked was the fact that they mentioned Burns, but I think they just mentioned it just to make us a little bit happy. But we saw through their plan. Good morning. I haven't. I read that already. I like the video, boys. Well, thank you for liking the video. We have 187 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, and we have 65 people over on the Let It Burn channel. Feel free to hit the like button over there as well. Remember, we're doing a 12-hour live stream later. We'll also upload a video on Shiba Inu. Seems like the live streams are getting less and less traction on the 12-hour live streams. I'll continue to do them because they're there. But yeah, play an ad. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Hey, you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. What are your thoughts on Phantom? I currently own 23.5 million SHIB, and I'm planning to keep buying and holding for a year. What's my what's my thoughts on Phantom? You're planning on holding for a year. You'll probably get some growth out of that for holding for a year, but you're not going to get the max growth that you could possibly get. If you're talking about holding all of it for a year and then selling partial points or selling partial coins, then that's probably a better plan. Right now, you're looking at 80% of the supply that's out there at 2.55 billion. That's not that bad. Again, I still have to I have to figure out exactly why this is worth 4.3 billion dollar market cap. I don't really know everything about it. I think I've researched this just a little bit. I think I've looked into it. But if I was just looking at it at face value, looking at the 2.5 billion that's out there, that's the total supply. I mean, that's I don't know why the max supply and the total supply are different, but we're looking at the 255 billion total supply, which is good. 80% of the total supply that's out there. That's better than looking at 35% or 50%. Again, this is probably in a more uncomfortable market cap range for me. Typically, I don't invest in a lot of things that have a high market cap unless I'm looking for long-term growth or stability. It's not a position for me per se, but this does have some growth to it. I don't know how much more you can expect out of these positions already in the average zone. Seeing a position in that average zone of 1 to 10 billion, I really don't like to make a move into that position unless it's something that has a lot of future growth. Obviously Shiba Inu being at the level of 14 or 15 billion, that's where I do invest into a position like that. But most of the positions that I hold are, $1 million market cap, $1 million market cap, $1 million market cap, right? You're looking at $1 million market cap, $1 million market cap. Everything that I'm holding is looking at more of $1 million market cap. Besides even Loop Ring, $1 million market cap. there's a couple of things that, I am holding, like Loop Ring, that is in the billions, right? You have, right? Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, both of those are billion-dollar market caps. You look at crypto.com, that's a billion-dollar market cap, but typically I'm hovering around millions of dollars. So when I hover around this range, I expect less growth in some of these ranges, but you can definitely see something. You can see some potential, especially up to the $3 level, to where you can see a double. It's just it resisted hard away from that twice, a double top. So yeah, I expect it to probably make a move positively, but resist again at that same level unless we see a crypto run. The double with me and left. I want long term. Top of the morning, Matt. When's the squeeze? All jokes aside, I truly hope AMC starts to reach its potential. Yeah, so do I. I really do as well. I'm still holding my AMC. I'm still holding um, my ZOM. Obviously, things came back pretty hard yesterday. We're starting to see a little bit of positivity in the markets today. Seeing AMC make a move up to 16 or almost $17. But I expected something big out of this month, and seeing all of the negativity that happened, in the government with the Ukraine situation, with inflation, with you know everything, right? Um, you saw some negative activity. I expected to see a bounce in February, and I said we would see a bounce in February. Now the month is still not over, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say that I was wrong here to see that bounce. I expected to see a bounce up to the 15 moving average. Find a way for us to jump back up to this level of $25 or so. And there's always a time to where this can happen. We can definitely grow by 20, 30, 40, 50%, or even 100%, right? We can grow by a lot in a matter of a day. However, right now it's just looking like it's not going to make that move probably until either end of the first quarter or beginning of second quarter. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. What do you think of Audius? Is that how you say that? Do you think it will be at all-time highs again? I love your channel. Thank you for saying that. That you love my channel. Let's look at this position really quick. So where do I think audio is going to go? So currently it's at 85 cents. It's up about 4%. You do see that there's a total of 1 billion supply, which is pretty low, and seeing it at a level of 608 million total supply that's out there, or current supply that's out there. That's about 60% of the supply, which is not horrible. It's not the best, but it's not horrible. We do see that the market cap is below that $1 billion mark, so you can see something that will double. Let's look at all history and see what the all-time high actually is. So $4 is the all-time high. Can it get back to this level? It looks like it really holds strong up in this level of around $2 to $3 or so. It looks like that's really a strong level to where it does fluctuate in between and held pretty strong before you saw a market pullback. So where it is currently, I can expect it to get back up to these levels. I'm not going to say that it will get to this all-time high, because this looks like it couldn't have held that long. But I think it can have a larger increase back up to some of these levels of $2 or $3. Now, when we see a crypto bull run, then yes, we can easily see it get up to the level of $4 and surpass that level. But it just has no history of holding in these areas, and that's what I want to see, is it holding in these areas. So you can see some fight up here at the $3, $3.50 range, but I do expect maybe a little bit more, especially where we're at this bottom. It definitely shows a solid swing trade move from 85 cents all the way up to a high level, of $3, $3.50. That's where I would expect it. But if you wanted to play it for more, you can always play it for more. But that's basically a tripling of the value, if not a little bit more than that, almost quadrupling. Hey Matt, Who are the two winners of the $1 million SHIB that you announced a couple of days ago? So the two winners, I did go through it. I talked about it on Twitter. So one, let me actually bring which one is it? Let me bring this up. One is Andrew Wells, and the other one is Mario Krim. Those are the two winners of the 1 million SHIB giveaway, and I did post something on Twitter about it. So if you go to my Twitter page and you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to do that because that's one portion of how you can win any giveaways that we have for the future. Also, become a member on the Let It Burn channel, and you can see here that Andrew Wells is um, one of the winners, and then we also have Mario as the second winner. So thank you everybody that did share. I did go through a lot of them, and there were some people that just weren't members or they didn't do anything on Twitter. And if you didn't do both of the things, then you obviously didn't get entered in that giveaway. So currently we have two winners, and we'll do this probably sparingly somewhere. Right now it's standing maybe monthly or something. Well, we'll see. Those are the two winners. Also, if you want to see the analytics, so I don't know how many people are on the Let It Burn channel right now. We have 65 people on the Let It Burn channel. Thank you guys for watching. A ton of members. I appreciate all of you for being here and communicating in the chat and just being a big part of this community because without you guys, we can't burn what we can burn. So let me show you guys exactly how much we're going to burn with the Let It Burn channel. Guys, if you want to join that channel, just go over there and subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have 12-hour live streams that you guys can watch and just let it sit there for the whole time and let the ads play, or you can contribute by being a member. That would be great as well. But let's look at how much in analytics or how much in revenue this channel, the Let It Burn channel, has built. It's $1,383.04 is where we're standing at. Over the last day, you gained $217. $217 in one day, guys. We can get to that point every single day. If we had something like that, that would be $6,000 that we gain in revenue, which $3,000 would go towards burning off Shiba Inu, which is a really big number. Right now, we are still looking at buying Shiba Inu today to burn off Shiba Inu. So we're definitely going to do that in the next couple of minutes. I said I would do it at 7:30, and it's now 7:37. So we will go into that as well. I want at least 5,000 CRO. I'm at 19,000, or sorry, 1,942. Yeah, I would love to hold. I guess right now the price of it is around that 40-cent mark. So I would love to hold probably 80,000 CRO because I want to hold $40,000 worth. So I would love to hold 80,000 CRO. Currently, I'm holding 11,000, and it's currently staked, but staked the wrong way. So I can't get the card until like 90 days from now that I want. And I just hope CRO grows, and I'll continue to buy more CRO. I won't stake it though as I buy it. I'll just hold it and wait for things to happen. And maybe I'll just buy another $4,000 worth, and then I can just stake that the right way while the rest of it is being staked, as well. So then I can gain whatever I want to gain out of CRO because I do want to hold not only 4,000, I want to hold 40,000. That's what I want to hold. If I hold 40,000 worth of CRO, then that can grow and give me a higher percentage over there for not only CRO but also USDC. They should have answered questions from the chat since it was an AMA. Exactly. It's ask me anything, and we couldn't ask them anything. Right? That makes no sense. Like we have the questions out here, and they answered 6 questions from the community, and the rest of it was about what was going on with different platforms, Shibarium and Shiboshis and all this other stuff that it wasn't typically. An ask me anything it consists of all questions that are being asked, not what's going on in the community. I like to hear what's going on in the community, but we want to hear people ask the questions and they answer these questions, right? We know that majority of the questions were going to come about burns. and we and they just completely pushed those questions to the side. They had one question about burns, and then they just said, you know what, we can't answer that. We can't confirm nor deny anything about burns. And they answered it so quick. So they had everything structured out, everything that they wanted to talk about structured out. And I understand that. I understand that to an extent because maybe they're new. They don't have everything well established there. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, when you look at um, you know, somebody asking questions or answering questions, I know it's tough to not have a script in front of you. If somebody asks you a question that you're not prepared for, then it's insanely tough for you to look like you know what you're talking about or be knowledgeable in any way. So they get the questions, feel out those questions, grab a couple that they do believe in, talk about their ecosystem, and then answer the questions at the end. It should have been the whole thing answering questions. You know? Why does it say you can't trade farm in the US? I have to work. Why does it say I can't trade farm in the US? What do you mean? You can trade farm in the US. Where are you buying it at? Staking it the wrong way? A mistake? Yeah. So I staked it, but the issue is that when you stake it before you apply to upgrade the card that you would have, so I forget what it's called. It's like the crypto.com cards. They have different levels where if you stake a certain amount, you get a certain percentage. You have to stake it through the upgrade. So you have to upgrade and stake the amount as you do that. So I didn't do that. I pre-staked it. So I staked 300, then I staked 400, and then I staked another 3,500. And I thought that you could just take what was already staked and apply it to the fact that, hey, I have this staked for the card. But no, it's not. It's not something that's labeled in that time frame, like 3-month stake period. It's you stake it and you keep the card. If you don't stake it, you don't keep the card, right? And I don't know what happens if it goes below a certain value. So, like, say you stake $4,000 worth and it decreases down to $3,500 worth. Do you still get to keep the card because you initially staked 4,000 and just because the price came back, it doesn't mean that the card gets taken away. So you want the icy white card? Yes, I want the icy white card. That's the 40,000 version. Just subbed and liked. Thank you for doing that. I don't know where, if it was here or if it was there, but or over at the Let It Burn channel. Definitely do that. All right, guys. So we're gonna get into buying Shiba Inu. So I'm gonna buy some Shiba Inu today. We're gonna look at it on the screen right now. We have Shiba Inu up. I have $700 worth of value. So let me break this down exactly what this is. So the burn videos that we made on the main channel, on the Matthew Perry channel, before we made the Let It Burn channel and before we changed the vision of that channel, we generated a ton of views, right? A ton of revenue. And we initially burned off $458, which we took half of that to burn that off. And now we ended up building up over $1,150 worth of revenue over on the main channel with those videos. And I'm so happy that we did end up getting to that point. So now we can burn off Shiba Inu. So we're basically taking half of that value, around $550. So I actually increased it to $600, just at a round number. I increased it to $600. And then we also have $86 from BTD that we're burning off in this video. So I rounded that up as well, up to $100. So we're burning off $700 worth of value. We are going to have to pay a little bit of fees in order to go through with this, but it should be, cheap fees because we're just sending it directly to the burn wallet. But we can't send it to the burn wallet today. We're going to buy the Shiba Inu today, and then we're going to burn it off probably. It said 6 days to where I can't withdraw it for 6 days. So it's probably going to be in March that we burn it off, but we are going to buy the Shiba Inu today. That's the plan, is right now we're buying Shiba Inu. So I'm taking the $700 that I have in value. I'm going to max it out, use as much as I can, and we're going to basically burn off 25.5 million. And I would imagine the fee is going to be somewhere around 250. So we're probably going to burn off 25.25 million. So that's what I'll end up selecting as the burn off. Or we can burn off that same amount and pay the fee from the SHIB we already have in there. So I'm going to go ahead and place this order, and we're going to get that filled. Now we currently hold 33,000 SHIB. We have 2 million that we're supposed to send to giveaway holders or giveaway winners, and we have 26 million that we're going to need to, or 25.5 that we're going to need to burn off, into the burn wallet. So that's what we're looking at there. Currently bought Shiba Inu, currently holding a value of probably somewhere around maybe $1,000 or so. Let's go back to probably like 900. Yeah, it's $900 in value that we're holding right now, and we will burn it off as soon as this clears. But right now it hasn't cleared. So don't spam to get your questions answered. Yeah, you're right. I will answer the question though. What do you think SHIB will be at the end of this year? If they don't do any burns, I think SHIB will be it will lose 0 at the end of this year, and it will hold. It will go up to a level of 100 billion or close to $100 billion market cap, and we will see it pull back to a level to where it still loses 0. It might end up catching a support where it gains another 0. It might end up catching that support and then push back up. But I do see it losing a 0 at one point this year. A member for 11 months, guys. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. I appreciate that, for being a part of this community for so long. Whether we're talking about, stocks or crypto, I appreciate you for being here. Also, there's a super chat over here, or a super sticker. Thank you for sending that super sticker on the Let It Burn channel. I appreciate that as well. Let's see. Do we understand trillions or billions is way too many coins for us to burn as the price rises? We need help at a minimum, offset the taxes for you. Yeah, I think you're right. We do need a lot of help. This is why I'm creating this channel, to do something, to create hype around burns, so that not only is it just going to be something where we implement billions of Shiba Inu that we're burning off, it's also to a point where people get hype around the position and bring burns up more often, and we can have these AMAs actually be an AMA, and we can ask the question about the burns and how that's being implemented, because it seems like, they're giving out this information, but again, they're throwing us some bait, or they're not throwing us bait. They're using us as bait, using the SHIB holders as bait. Matt is here to voice out what we want. Yeah, exactly. It's not only about just burning off as many coins here, because that's great to burn off as many coins here, but we know that we're not going to do as big of a dent as, a transaction burn would do, or as just a system level burn would do. So we're just trying to voice, our opinions, understand that burns are the way, and if they don't support burns, I mean, we don't support Shiba, right? We have to support it as much as we can. But if they don't get it and they just want to drive this thing into the ground, we'll take whatever we can gain out of it, and then we'll move on. I don't want to move on. I want to stay here because it has so much potential if they decide to do it the right way. But it seems like when you have this community coin, or this coin that's created by the community, driven by the community, and they don't listen to the community, it's someone else said it's like destined for failure. So hopefully they can wise up a little bit, and we can build something way bigger. It's not about just the ecosystem that you want to build around it. Build up Shiba Inu. It's the most popular coin in 2021, and I hope that it will be the most popular coin in 2022. Last night I find a Brazilian Indian YouTube channel with a good amount of views. Slowly every day the family members will join us. That's what I want to hear. Idle is here. Sorry, I read that already. I have my SHIB staked, and I have earned 10K of SHIB. Like 10K SHIB, not 10K dollars worth of SHIB, because that would be a lot of money that you have staked. But that's great. It's really good. I earn about 11K per day. If you don't want to turn it into CRO, wait. You don't want to turn it into CRO. If I choose not to turn it into CRO, would it just be added to my current Steam SHIBs? I believe so. I mean, mine is not converted into CRO. Mine is converted into Shiba Inu. Hey Matt, so because of your video, I invested in Zelda Inu and felt great about it after what felt like millions of swaps because I live in New York. Coinbase, KuCoin, MetaMask, Pancake Swap. Because of your video, I invested in Zelda Inu and felt great about it after what I felt like a million swaps because I live in New York. Wait, you went from Coinbase to KuCoin to MetaMask to Pancake Swap? Why did you take all those steps? I mean, it's great that you bought Zelda Inu because I think Zelda Inu is going to be big. Um, but why did you? I know you said you live in New York. Why do you have to take all those steps? You can just go from MetaMask to Pancake Swap. Right, from Australia. And maybe I'm reading that wrong. You'll get SHIB back in your SHIB wallet, not your CRO. Yeah, exactly. This must be an early stream in America. Yes, it's early. It's like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. now. Can I ask uh how big is your position in Zelda Inu? I want to know if I should buy more. So I have 200,000. Um, initially bought 9,000. I have 200,000 in Zelda Inu. I heard Trey respond to your question in the chat from Matthew Perry yesterday. Was that you? Yeah, that was me. I wanted to know if he was in. I know he talks about the stock market a lot, but I don't understand why he doesn't trade cryptocurrency. Like I just always wonder that. I know Matt Kors trades crypto. I know that Matt Kors trades cryptocurrency and he talks about cryptocurrency as well, but I don't understand why Trey doesn't trade cryptocurrency. It's a volatile market where you can actually see massive gains throughout, and maybe you can apply it to uh, AMC gains as well, or AMC positions. If you want to put more positions into AMC, you can obviously take some of these gains and put it into there. Because I feel like um, he can definitely bring some value to the cryptocurrency market. I guess he just doesn't. It's not that he doesn't understand crypto. It's that I think when you look at crypto, you have to understand a lot of pieces to it and how it moves in order to make some profits out of it. So you have to baby step your way into it. And I don't know how much his exposure is. If he was ever in, he said he was invested in, I think, Dogecoin, but then didn't get into anything else. Which I think crypto is really how you can gain so much more out of it, or out of your investments. Yo, thank you for that super chat or super sticker. I appreciate that. That goes towards the Shiba Inu burns. Means the world. Just got my third reward in BUSD from Zelda Inu. I haven't even checked my rewards. I know I'm gaining rewards constantly. So yeah, I was at $0 of BUSD and I've gained $5 of BUSD from my Zelda Inu position. So I currently have $5.25 in BUSD, and I will continue to gain that as we do get paid out these rewards. So that's great. And I do plan on upping my position of Zelda Inu, continuing to add to my position of Zelda Inu. Um, yeah, and we'll go from there. AMC broke their backs. Him and Matt? What does that mean? Oh, like they were carrying it so much. Everyone is to focus on burning SHIB. You don't just need to. You don't wait. You don't just need SHIB to burn. We need more holders with more money. People can still make tons of money without burning a single SHIB. Yeah, I think you can still make a lot of money. Even going from the level of where it's at now, at about 25. What is it at now? Uh, how do I check that? 25 or something like that. 25 or 26 is where SHIB is at right now. And you could see that go up to the level to where it loses zero. That's a 4x, right? If you're holding $10,000 worth, you can basically turn $10,000 into $40,000. Yes, you can gain a ton out of the position from here on out. And if you wanted to take your $10,000 then and sit on the rest, then do that, right? But the point is that you're gaining so much out of this position. You can gain so much out of this position without even burning any coins. And you're right. But I think once we do establish that we can burn a ton of coins and get this down to a level to where it's reasonable in coin value or coin supply, and then the price goes to higher amounts, the people that are holding a massive amount will gain so much more out of it. And this is why I always say have an exit plan, because if we get to that point, just imagine if we get to, or when we get to a penny, we get to a penny, people start selling massive amounts. They either sell all of it or they sell a portion of it. Majority of people are going to be like, we're not going any higher. We're selling a portion of it. And then people will start to realize that they're continuing to burn things, which gives it more potential in the future. So they get back into it at some of these lows. So what I would do is I take out a certain portion, and then I'm probably going to find it at certain lows whenever it does come back, and probably add another zero, right? And I'm going to put maybe $10,000 back into it, after taking $60,000 worth of a gain. So um, that's just going to be me, and I'm going to be hype around whatever I have there. I could take all of it at certain levels. So if I go into my spreadsheet here, let's go into exit plan spreadsheet, and you see as it does get down to, so let's hold 2.2 at a 2%, hopefully 3% interest rate. I'm hoping for 5, but let's go with 2% interest rate. So when it gets down to here, it gets down to a half a penny, I could literally take everything and pocket $1 million. Well, I'll probably pocket $500,000. Or I can wait it out. And what I'm going to do is most likely take, 16 or 15 million. And depending how much I have, how much I gain. So if I gain 5%, then I'll obviously take whatever I had over the 200 million. So I'll take that, and I'll say, 30 million, right? And I'll pocket $150,000. Yes, that's not 1.2 million, but I still get $150,000 that I can now put into other investments somewhere else. Or some people will find a way to take everything that they own around this level. So let's say they gained a ton of amount, and it gets up to a penny. Well, now it's at 2.5 million. You could take all of your shares or all of your coins, or you can just take a portion of it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep taking portions of it. I'm never going to take all of it. I'm going to take portions of it and accept whatever gains I can get, especially if they're long term. What's a good number of SHIB to hold? I mean, I think if you're holding maybe 25 million, which is, or holding $1,000 worth. So let's say, what is it, like 30 million? A little bit more than that. Let's go with 32. A little bit more than that, 33. Let's say 33 million. I think 33 million is a good spot to be. And the only reason it's at that level is because it's at 0.0003. So it would be 0.26. So then yeah, 0.26. Then you probably want a little bit more. So 40 million or something. So let's say 40 million or so, about $1,000 worth. I would say $1,000 is probably the best thing to hold if you're looking to gain something out of it over the long term, because you don't need to take everything at a penny. You could take something at a lower level, 230 something thousand, or turning it into 100,000. You're like, oh, you know what? I want to take half of it because I only invested $1,000, and now I can take $50,000. So you take whatever you have there. Half of that would be, let's say 22, it would be 20, yeah, 20, let's just say 22 million that you're taking. That's 220 million. I don't know why I put that. And you would get $53,000 that you can take. Half of that, or technically 20% of that, would be going towards taxes. So you would be able to pocket the rest of that, even though you only spend $1,000. Now, the rest of it can run to whatever you want it to run to. It could run to a penny. It could run to 4 cents. It could run to 12 cents. Whatever you end up getting at, you can do that. But you're pocketing $53,000 at a certain point. So just figure out your exit plan. If you guys want this spreadsheet, feel free to go and get it on Patreon. Link is in the description. You do have to sign up in order to get this, though, so feel free to be a part of that there. Can we get to 200 likes? Yeah, can we get to 200 likes, please? We have 229 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, that would be great. Did we get another super chat? No, we didn't. Trey made a video way back when saying he doesn't support people throwing their money away into crypto. He said it's like a Ponzi scheme. It's an old video from like 5 months ago. Yeah, I see. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Well, why would, first of all, he put his money into Dogecoin, and I'm not saying that that's throwing your money away, but that's something that people quoted doesn't have a lot of utility behind it. But you live, you learn, you grow, right? You just you end up learning about these things. And like, I didn't support crypto in the beginning. I've had videos and live streams to where people were like, hey, why don't you get into crypto? And I was like, it's just too volatile for me. You know what I mean? And yes, it is too volatile, but that's what makes it exciting, actually. I've gained more. I can't say I've gained more in crypto than I gained in the stock market, but in the past year or so, right? I've gained more in the first year or year and a half of trading crypto than I've gained in the first 5 years of trading in the stock market, right? Because, first year's trading in the stock market, I didn't know what was going on, right? I didn't know of the manipulation that happens. I didn't know of the after hours market and how that truly affects things. I tried this hold and or buy and hold method, which didn't ever work. I tried a day trading method to where I wanted to play it out for the entire day. I tried different strategies and I lost every single time, right? I do have a solid strategy to where I can gain a consistent amount daily, around $100 to $200 a day, which is definitely good. But I think I want more out of these positions that I'm investing in, especially if it's going to be a long-term position. I don't want to just sit here and gain, just 10% all the time. Granted, I do have money that is just gaining 10% and sitting there just 10%. I'm fine with that. But I want to gain a lot more. I want to gain 1,000%. I want to gain 10,000% in my positions. And I feel like crypto gives you that opportunity because it moves so fast and it has people that, get into it and, get out of it. And, it has amazing APYs. It has just a lot of stuff that just makes it that much better than stocks. That's why I do love, the crypto market, and I didn't like it. So hopefully, Trey can look at it and go, all right, let me sit down and understand what the crypto market is all about here. Invest into some of these positions, because there are a lot of people that maybe don't understand how crypto it truly works. And there's also people that do understand how crypto truly works, but then still just is like, I can't see putting my money in there because it's too volatile, you know? But I changed that. I changed that mindset as I took, what was it? It was like $100 or $200 into Doge and turned it into $1,000, took some of that money, put it into other positions. That money grew, put that money into other positions. And I grew my crypto portfolio so fast that I was just like, how can you not like this, right? If you like gaining money, if you like gaining returns, maybe consistently as well, bigger flips that you can get, then, go for it with the crypto market. You don't need to worry about having 25,000 in your account in order to day trade or swing trade. You don't need to have any of that. Now, if you do it on Webull, you have to wait for it to clear and all that stuff, but you don't have to wait for all that to happen, in a crypto exchange, a normal crypto exchange. You can just buy it, sell it, buy it, sell it. Yes, you are going to have to pay some fees sometimes, and some of them may be higher, but you can make some big moves in the crypto market. So I thought that way as well. Sorry, Matt, but you can't buy BNB with USD on MetaMask. They don't support it. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, maybe you're right. I don't know. I buy BNB on Are you sure? Wait, are you sure? Maybe you're right. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I bought my BNB on Trust Wallet, so you can buy it on Trust Wallet. You use like MoonPay or something. It's very simple to do that. So go Trust Wallet, and then you can buy Zelda Inu on Trust Wallet as well. So you can do it through MetaMask. You could also do it through Trust. But I buy it. I buy my BNB usually through Trust, and I'll transfer it to other areas. Tell you what, all these tokens that I'm holding on MetaMask, I'm wondering what the value will be because I don't see any values when I bring up the extension on my screen here. It's crazy. Got another super chat. Thank you for that super sticker. We got a $10 super sticker from Earth Zen. Thank you for sending that. I appreciate it. Yeah, very true, Matt. You live and you learn. That's 100% true. I didn't like crypto because I thought it was too volatile, and I was a person that was into day trading. I like volatile positions, right? But day trading was, or crypto was just too volatile for me. With seeing what happened to Bitcoin and how things were increasing, I didn't want to invest at the highs, especially while people were saying, "Hey, you should get into crypto right now. You should get into crypto right now." As I looked at it, I was like, "These are at all-time highs. Why would I buy into anything that's at all-time high, even if I was supporting it? Why would I buy right now?" And they were just like, "Oh, well, you got to get into this position," and I was like, "Well, it looks like Dogecoin looks like it's in a great spot." So I bought into Dogecoin at a low point. I think it was like I spent $200 at like 4 cents, and it was like I think it was a day before it blew up. One day or 2 days before it blew up. So I got in at the perfect time, and it went up to like I think 6, and then it went up to 12. People actually got out of the position really fast. Um, so it did pull back at like 6, but then went from 6 um, down back to 5, and then increased up to like 8, then went up to 12, then went up to 24, and we were just like, what is going on here? So I took some of my profits there and put it into Ethereum, and I forget what else. It might have been ADA or something. No, it wasn't ADA at the time. ADA wasn't on uh, Robinhood. Whatever was on Robinhood, it was like Ethereum and something else. It might have been Bitcoin, but I'm not 100% sure. But I put it into 2 other positions, held 3 positions, and then basically took some of those gains that I gained from those and put it into other positions. And as we started to see that rise, I started to put more and more into crypto. And when we got to the all-time highs, I stopped. And then I started to invest as we did see some of those really low points where Litecoin was at 130, and now Litecoin's at uh, 110, right, or 111, right? So it's lower than where I invested in for this 8 here. But I started buying more and more cryptocurrency. I bought Anchor at the level that it was at. Anchor, I think, was at like 6 cents or 4 cents or something. It was low. And this has risen up to 20 cents, which I feel like that can easily get back to that level. Um, I started buying a lot of these positions here. And then I started just adding more money to cryptocurrency while also profiting in more cryptocurrency. So, uh, really happy with how things played out. We have 236 people here, guys. Hit the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. If you guys do support the Let It Burn channel, feel free to hit that link in the description. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. That's how you get entered for any giveaways that we have here. I'm almost at 2,000 followers. Would love to get to that point, by the end of this week. That would be amazing. So feel free to follow me on Twitter. Um, yeah, to the two people that won the giveaways, I'll be reaching out to you in a little bit. Uh, and asking you for your Shiba Inu address that I could send it to. So feel free to follow me over on Twitter. Also, if you want to get your free $25 with crypto.com, go ahead and sign up with that. This is the first time seeing of this referral link that they do have. So the only thing I don't like is that they have crypto.com in here. So people want to click on this, but you really need to click on this. So it's kind of weird. That I guess that's probably why they changed their name, right, to Kronos, because crypto.com comes up as a link every time you type it in, which is a great marketing play. It's just like creditrepair.com. You type in creditrepair.com and you obviously have a link anywhere that you type it, which is pretty cool. And remember, for anybody that's just joining, this is how much revenue the channel has built over the last 15 days. The last day was $217.45 in one day. $217.45. This is how much YouTube can actually pay you. So this is giving you a lot of information here, and hopefully you enjoy this information because YouTube can actually pay quite a bit of money. And you guys are supporting the hell out of this channel, so I appreciate that. So right now we're standing at $1,383.04 for a March burn. But we also have a burn going on to where we bought Shiba Inu today, and we bought 25.5 million coins of Shiba Inu, about $700 worth, and we're burning that off in the coming days. So currently holding that. Let's see. Is there anything? Let's look at the stock market to see where the stock market is right now, because currently it's 8 o'clock. We do have a little bit of time here. It's up 2%. AMC is up 2%. We can see Prague is up 4%. ZOM is up 4%. I like to see that. It's up to 38 cents. I want to see this grow a lot faster. This needs to get back up to this level. If we're looking at, the 4-month, we're looking at the month candlesticks. We need to find a way to get back up to either this level or the 200 EMA at 96 cents. That would be a great level to get to, because then I'll be able to gain a decent amount out of that. And will I sell all of it? Probably not, but that will be a 30-cent return on 14,000 shares. So I'm really happy about where that can go. Really excited with where that can go. Oh, I was gonna say, is that another super sticker? That was the same one. What's with all the videos about 70,000 wait 70 million gains on SHIB? What's with all the videos about 70 million gains on SHIB? All the videos on 70 million gains? What are you talking about? You're gonna have to elaborate on that. You're talking about me? Because I have a video that you're talking about a $70 million gain on SHIB. I have one video that you go from 4,000 to 70,000 or 76 million. And that's basically setting up the exit plan and everything. But I don't know about anything else. AIP3 is running. Is that the crypto position? Yeah, it's currently, it's at 30% up. That's really running. 30% up today. The volume is up 165%. It's up to, or this is up 30%. So you're seeing this increase up to a 264 $264 million market cap. Still has a lot of room for growth. You're looking at about 36 million. 36 million. Wow. 36 million coins. I think I looked at this before. So you're looking at 36 million coins. You do have a total supply of 110 million, but that still shows a lot of room for growth. I don't know what this coin is all about, but it has hit a level of $9 before. Currently, it's at $7.16. So it's not at the lowest point. It's getting closer and closer to that higher point. Uh, but it's up 30% today. It looks really good. Market cap that it was at previously was at a lower market cap here. The reason why it was at a lower market cap here was because they had less coins that were out there, and now they're adding more coins that are out here, and you're seeing it at a higher market cap, which is definitely a good sign. If you add more coins, and this is getting back to all-time highs when it comes to market caps, I'm excited to see that. I'm glad to see that they update this based on the amount of uh, the amount of coins that are in circulating supply. So that's good to see. It does look like it's running though, really making a move. I personally wouldn't make any type of plays into it because it's already up 30%. I'm going to leave it how it is, but it is really good to see something move in such a massive scale. Are you in it? Are you in API 3, Dustin? Is that Dustin or Fire King and Dustin? Both of you guys. Man, I sold out of my position in Ethereum a few days ago, planning to get back in at a lower, and I think the war would cause it to keep going. I'm angry. Thinking the war would cause it to keep going down. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I hear you. No sell, only buy. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't really sell much. I mean, unless I see a certain target that I'm hit or that I hit. So like if Harvest Finance finds a way to increase all the way up to $200, I will take it. If it increases higher than $200, then obviously I could take that as well. But I will probably just take the 16 coins that I have there and sell that at around $230. So I'm only looking for it to double. That's all I'm looking for. And then when it comes to the 30 coins that I'm holding, I'll play that out in a better way. So if that goes up to $400 or so, yes, I could have made more money with the 16 that I sold, but it could also have come back. So I like to take my profits as I go. That's just how I play the game. Matt Mod Connect. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's so difficult to get it all on the screen. Hey Matt, there's a question in the chat as to whether the chat activity during the Let It Burn stream has anything to do with earning money. The chat activity does not have anything to do with earning money on the Let It Burn channel. So all of the chat activity, you don't have to keep it up in order to see money earned. It just, when you have a chat activity, it gives you a certain rate to the chat, which as the chat is moving faster and it has a higher rate, like currently the chat rate is 2. If it has a higher rate, it goes out to more people. So it's obviously really popular when it has a high rate for the chat. So then you continue to go and reach more people if people are communicating in the chat. If nobody's communicating in the chat, then it will not be pushed to anybody new. If there's literally zero communication in the chat, you won't see any new people come in. So you need that, not for revenue, but then again, it will be for revenue because it will bring more people, which brings more revenue. So it's not directly correlated with revenue. I always forget about that. So let's keep that up. I try and keep it up. I totally forgot about it. I'll get better at it. I swear I will. We'll move this over. Maybe this will work. Yeah. So we got 235 people here and 200 plus likes. Feel free to hit that like button. Get me up to what, 300 likes. Would love to get there. Are you still in Krill, Matt? Yes, I still hold Krill. It's right on the screen. It's the second largest position that I have. I have 5,000. I want to buy more, but I always get stuck, between like a rock and a hard place because I have so many other positions that I want to buy in more of. Whether it's, Gitcoin, Compound, Krill, Harvest Finance, whatever. I see Harvest Finance as more of a quick flip. I see Krill Coin as something that could be short term and long term, but probably more long term than anything. So I'm waiting for that to play out, but it will be something that plays out pretty big, and I can't wait until everything starts to run. Then I'm not going to know what to do, you know? And that's what I want. I want to have that opportunity to where everything grows so much that I don't know what to do and what to sell and when to get out of things. I want that confusion to hit me. I usually work well under pressure. This is my resume. Let's go CRO at $2 till the end of this year. I see CRO doing huge things, so I want to hold again $10,000 worth, at least to find a level to 4x, because it should easily be at a level of 40 or 50 billion right now, but it's not. It's at a $10 billion market cap, and if you're holding $10,000, that'll easily get you up to the $40,000 mark that you're holding of CRO. And depending how much you can gain of CRO, that's always great as well. So if I'm holding, let's say 80,000 CRO coins, and it increases to a level of, 40,000, $2, or a level of a $40 billion market cap, right? It 4x's, right? So now it's just worth so much more. So now I can get what card I want after I stake it. I can get what card I want and move on from there. But then anything over 40,000 will go into USDC, for me at least. You think Shiba will take off in the future? Yes, I think Shiba will take off in the future. I think it will be a long-term play to where this will make a move over years. So it's not just going to be something that just takes off one time. It's going to take off, lose a zero, then you're going to see it pull back. You're going to have resistances. It's understandable. And then you're going to have it take off again based on any burns that we do, whether it's community-led burns or we see transaction or, system-led burns. That's what I want. Shiba Inu seems to be holding at 27. Hopefully it can consolidate and go up more today. Yeah. I'm hoping for a lot of positivity in the crypto market and the stock market, really. Why would you have to wait to move it? Why does it take me 2 weeks, maybe one, before I can transfer BNB into your wallet? Wait, what? Where are you transferring it from? Where are you transferring it from? I'll give you a like to wish that cough away. There hasn't been many coughs in this stream. I tried to warm up my voice a little bit with a lot of water. And now that you're mentioning that, now I want to cough. I'm gonna eat me a Pop-Tart. Question for you. When you eat Pop-Tarts, do you eat Pop-Tarts with frosting or no frosting? What's my grade on the AMA? Probably a D plus. Right? I'll give them some credit for mentioning Burns 4 times, and I was gonna say F, but the last one, it's like if you're giving them grades based on the other ones that happen, you can give the other one an F, and then I would give this one a D or a D plus. It's still considered failing if you do it by college grades. It's still considered failing, but I would give it a D plus. With frosting? Nah. I can't do it with frosting. I mean, I can. I do it. I just like the ones without frosting a lot more. I don't know. I just feel like you're getting less sugar, even though you don't. They're still the same amount of sugar. They're still the same amount of sugar, and it just feels a lot better. It's like when you eat Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are not that healthy for you, right? It's not like eating like bran flakes or something. Um, but it feels better because it seems like you're eating something that's lighter, even though it has the same amount of sugar as everything else that you could have eaten. You think CRO will have a big drop right now in March? But after that, I can see CRO going to $1.50 or $2. Understandable. If I do see a drop in CRO, it's not saying that I made a mistake in buying CRO at this moment because I'm going to buy as much CRO as I possibly can, and I will buy at every level. The dev AMA pissed me off last night. Yeah, it did. I wasn't happy with it either. Do they even make Pop Tarts without frosting? Yes, they do. I think strawberry and blueberry. And they also make brown sugar, which I'm not really the biggest fan of without frosting because cinnamon, the sugar, it's usually drier anyway. So I can't have dry on top of dry. It's just weird. But yeah, try peanut butter and crackers instead. Of course, I eat that. That's delicious. That's better for you because you have high in protein with the peanut butter. um, we're soul reading on the community burns. We'll never even burn 5% within the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, I think it'll be tough if we're solely reliant on the community burns. I would agree with you. It's going to be tough. We can have that option to where if people truly support Shiba Inu, right, and they truly want to see this run to another level, right, these burn channels and burn methods will be something that impact everything in a large way, right? If we can generate, let's say, with these channels and have people become members, we have 1 million subscribers, we have people that are watching every single video, right? We can burn off millions of dollars, and that still, it will make a dent, but it won't make the dent that we want to make, right? We can burn off trillions of coins by the end of this. But I think at max, if we don't see 1 million subscribers with this channel, um, and we don't see, everybody be a member plus the ad revenue, we're not going to make a huge dent in that. We're going to probably burn off at max 4 trillion, and 4 trillion will be very tough to get to, but we can definitely do it. But it's going to take more and more effort as time goes on, which means more and more money as time goes on, right? Because the price is going to increase, and then people are going to say, you know what, this is taking too long, right? And they'll just get upset with it. It's going to take probably somewhere around 25 years if we did it just solely on community burns that we have in place. Now, if we um, implement something that's bigger and bigger, and we have other things that people are using to burn off Shiba Inu, if companies decide they want to partner up with burning off Shiba Inu and all of that stuff, I think it could be a lot bigger. However, we need the developers to do something. And this is why they're pissing us off, is because they're not letting us know what they plan to do with these burns. They're dangling, a cupcake in our face, and we haven't eaten for 15 days. Like that's just how it goes. I don't know what that analogy was, but whatever. First thing I thought of was cupcake. You can tell where my mind is. I just want to eat. I haven't eaten anything this morning besides this Pop Tart. Matt, your thoughts on Shiba Network? What's Shiba Network? Give me a second. So, Shiba Network currently is at about $1.92. It's up 10% today, which is really good. You're seeing a lot of things that are actually up. This is at a $42.4 million market cap, which is definitely a lower point. You could definitely see an easy mark to where it can get to, or it can double and get to a level of $100 million market cap. You're looking at about 50 million that's in circulation, total of 70 million that's in total supply. Really good. Love seeing that. Let's look at some of the history. You could see that previously you were at an $8 $8.20 mark, which I would imagine this is when less supply was actually out there. So if we go into the market cap, we're still going to see a high supply. So I guess the supply was still there. And we saw a $421 million market cap. What I don't understand is why we're seeing consistent drops and no like rapid increases. I don't like seeing that. As you see these drops, it's not showing any positivity. It's similar to what you would see with Clover Finance. Yes, this shows so much possibility with the total circulating supply and the max supply being at in the millions. But if you see something that's slowly decreasing here, that's slowly decreasing. Let me just figure something out. Someone's calling me. I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time for that. Um, yeah, you see this slowly decreasing here, and it's not something that I'm a fan of when you see something fall so much. And then not even have any form of recovery, have no peaks, have no valleys. You literally just have one increase in the beginning and then slowly decreasing in value. It's not, even though it's up 10%, it's not something that I'm bullish on at all. I'll tell you that. With how that decreases there, it's just like when you would look into like Clover Finance, right? Clover Finance was a position I was kind of bullish on in the beginning, but if you look at where things are at, right, you have 260 million that's out there, a total of 100 or 1 billion that's in circulating supply, which is not, it's not crazy. It can definitely get to a level of a dollar. You can see that get to a level, but they keep diluting the position. They keep adding to the circulating supply there, and what you're seeing is all the history. Somebody, Harper up here. Harper, what are you doing? You can't open it? You need help? All right. Guys, give me 1 second. So yeah, I guess when I look at that position, it really just doesn't sit well with me, because as you look into positions, it goes from the top point wherever it was at and slowly decreases in value and continues to keep decreasing in value, which is not something that I like to see. Year to date, this has dropped a hell of a lot. Crazy to see how much Clover Finance has dropped, but that's a whole nother discussion. It's up 5%, but still. Dad mode enabled. Even Stephen Cooper has was pissed with the AMA. SHIB dev should stop with the AMA because they hype a lot, and they do the AMA is it's a lot of nonsense. Yeah, again, it's considered it's an AMA, right? It's ask me anything, and they're not letting us ask anything. The majority of the community cares about the burns, and we want to know what you're going to do with Shiba Inu, not with Leash, not with Bone, not with Shibarium, not with Shiboshis, not with Shiba Swap, all of this other stuff. We want to know what's happening with the burns. How are you implementing burns into the system? Because this is what we care about, right? And if you're not going to do that, come out and say it. If you're not going to do it, then say it. And if you say it, they know if they say something like that, like, oh, we're not going to do anything with the burns. We don't care about the burns. And, all of you should focus elsewhere. I would guarantee there's going to be a lot of pushback, and you're going to see Shiba Inu tank to a very low level, and a lot of holders, get out of the position. Now, will I get out of the position? Probably not, because you can see some hype within it, but it really depends. Um, it really just depends. If we start to see everything completely tank, that creates more of an opportunity for burn channels and different methods to burn more, right? If it gets down to a really low price where you have no holders or less holders instead of 1 million holders, now you have a level of 500,000 holders. Well, now you can burn off a ton out of it, you know? Good to have Mike on, wait, on stream. Must be a guest of Matt's. Oh, the mic. Yeah, I mean, it is right here. It's a guest. Um, a trillion SHIB is ridiculous. Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's a lot, but we can do it. Which coin do you buy, guys? Not financial advice. Tell me one that you think may explode. Um, I'm really bullish on Zelda Inu. One that I think that will explode short term is probably Harvest Finance. I've said this in the past, and this has an ability to increase quickly to like 150, or even 200, or surpass even those levels. Um, I think the Harvest Finance is a huge coin that moves very quickly. Gitcoin is another coin that I do see something that out of nowhere just has, um, potential to completely skyrocket. Are you bullish on Zelda Inu? Also, it might be too soon, but what number do you see it hitting? So for Zelda Inu, yes, I'm bullish on Zelda Inu. This is why I hold 200,000 plus of the coin, currently at 4 cents. Let's look at Zelda. It's currently at 3 cents, almost 4 cents. It's up 12% today. You can see that what they have going on for today is they have a listing happening today. If we go on to here and we want to look up Zelda, we're going to see that they have a listing that's happening today, right? They have three listings, right? You can look at xt.com. You can look at uh, I don't even know how to say it. Was it Consbit? That's 224, and then Lbank 225. You have new listings, new exchanges that you're being listed on, which do create more revenue, more volume. And then you basically could see something really big to where it gets listed on other exchanges as well. So right now you have three exchanges where it's getting listed, new volume coming in, new hype. You're already seeing 12% increase today, where you're seeing a lot of other things increase as well. And I just am really bullish on it. Now, when I look at the price, if I wanted to break down my spreadsheet, you can see here that it's at an $18.9 billion market cap. That's really low. $18.9 billion market cap shows so much potential for growth. And it's really just getting started. They're doing a lot of things in the community when it comes to, donating to, different dog rescue uh, clinics and stuff like that, and putting more money towards that and helping out dogs in need, that's great. But if you're looking for the potential of the spreadsheet or potential of the position, I have my spreadsheet for Zelda Inu to show you prices at certain levels. So you're looking at 505 million coins, and at the current prices, you're looking at about a 19 million dollar market cap. At 2 cents or 20 cents, you're looking at $100 million market cap. At a dollar, you're looking at a 500 million dollar market cap. So at a $1 billion market cap, you're looking at $2. So I expect it to definitely get to a $1 price point, but I don't think that's the end. As people see this as a huge coin that can actually make a lot of moves and are doing things the right way compared to other coins that have, you know, so many coins that are out there, like trillions and billions. This one has 505 million. So you can definitely see something higher to where it can go to a $1 billion market cap, $2 billion market cap, or even higher, right? It's showing you so much potential. So I expect it to firmly get to a dollar in the near future, but only time will tell how quick it gets to that level or how fast it does get to that level because they're adding on new exchanges like every month. So I think Zelda Inu will be huge. Zelda Inu is tweeting at Logan Paul and Mr. Beast. Super cringy. I mean, it's always great to get a name out there. I feel like if you, tweet at them or you tweet at a lot of people, sometimes they see it and sometimes they get bullish on it and sometimes they buy into it or they might already be a part of it. I don't know. Logan Paul has scammed his fans with a few different crypto. Um, Wait, what crypto is he? I haven't followed up with anything that happened there. Has he been on what's his face? CoffeeZilla? I would advise anyone to care about to avoid any name Baby, Doge, or Inu. They're all carbon copies. I mean, I would agree with you that they are carbon copies of things, but some actually implement um, great use cases into them. So if you're looking at something like a Zelda Inu versus I know Zombie Inu has some potential as well, but it just adds the popularity to whatever the benefit of the use case is. So I would agree with you to an extent. There's just carbon copies. There's just people that copy exactly what they're doing. But then there's also people that look at the value and say, okay, this coin would have been worth so much more or can continue to be worth so much more at a higher price, right? If they had less coins out there, right? The supply of Shiba Inu and the demand of Shiba Inu, I mean, really doesn't match. We understand that. And if you have less coins that's actually out there, we understand that we can see a decent sized price and we could see the movement, the fluctuation in it. But um, uh, I got this garbage he pumped called Dink Doink. What the heck is that? Dink Doink? That just sounds horrible. It's untrackable. What the heck is Dink Doink? That's funny. Um, but yeah, I think some, like I said, they create that carbon copy, right? They are copies of what Shiba Inu is, but there are some that can improve on some things that they lack on, especially when they don't want to burn anything. But then you have somebody like Zelda Inu that came out and burned supply live on their AMA, doing something that Shiba Inu never has done, doesn't want to do, doesn't even want to talk about it. I want to support something that will actually implement burns into their coin and show that they're implementing burns. Why is the overall crypto market cap 140 billion? I don't know. It's weird. This crypto coin market cap is just ridiculous. You're looking at a $140 billion market cap. It's down 91%. That's what it says. While you have everything that's actually moving in the right direction. They haven't updated this the right way. And Bitcoin's dominance is up is up it increased 480%. The dominance is currently at 522%. They obviously have something wrong here. It's 522% of the market because Bitcoin is worth, 700 billion. Yeah, that's funny. I always figure that this has to be wrong. Like I try and update it and it just always looks wrong compared to how the market is moving. Like it'll say the market is down 10% when everything here, you see Bitcoin that's up 10%. I'm like, if Bitcoin's up 10%, then the market can't be down 10% because Bitcoin is like 40% of the market. Matt is a BTC hater. I'm not. But it can't be up 522%. Them gains. It's ridiculous. If all of crypto fell 91%, I would die. If all of crypto fell 91%, I would take out a second mortgage on my house. I would I would basically take all of the money that I have. Actually, the house is valued at a lot more, so technically I wouldn't need to take out a second mortgage. I could just take out the difference. But what I could do is put all of that towards cryptocurrency. If it fell 91%, I'm getting into everything. I mean, everything. I don't care what it is. It can be shit coins or us. I don't care what it is. I'm getting into everything possible. I probably won't do that. I'm just joking, but I will get into everything that is in the top 100, especially Bitcoin. Because that brings it to a value to where you're like, all right, this can get to such a higher level. So if everything fell 91%, I mean, you can't tell me that everybody wouldn't be bullish. Like I would be bullish, you would be bullish. We would all buy everything that's there. I mean, the money that we have in there would be worth nothing, but the money that we put in there would be worth so much more in the near future. Thoughts on BUSD Buffett? Reflect Finance and other newish DeFi reflection tokens. I like reflection tokens um, to an extent. Right? I like the fact that you can get paid these reflections as time goes on, as you hold some of these positions. But I don't want to look into all of those positions. It'll just take too much time, and I am very wordy with my explanations and breakdowns. So give me one, and I will look into it. Just for the record, I love you, Matt. Well, I love you too. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Every penny I have would go into Bitcoin. Yeah, no question. Yeah, I know what you mean. I would put so much into. Um, it depends what everything's at, but I would put so much into CRO. I would put so much into um, probably Shiba Inu as well. I'll put more into that. If we were down 91%, obviously Bitcoin would be the reason why things are down so much. But that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So that still hasn't updated. Maybe I can do a video saying the market is down 91%, everything's going to shit. Is that what I can do? I can make a video saying that. The market is down 91%, but good thing though, Bitcoin is up 480% over the day. And the dominance has increased 522%. Reflex Finance would be a good one to use. So what's the reflection on that? Uh, like percentage wise? So currently we're looking at, so that's a lot of tokens. You're looking at a million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. You're looking at 1 quadrillion tokens. Um, I mean, you can get a lot, but it's all probably based on the dollar figure that you have and how much reflections that you get. So, I mean, right now you're looking at a $40 billion market cap. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would have to look into, is this the main like driver coin of reflection tokens, Reflect Finance? because this hasn't really made too many moves in the gains of the position, but people think this project will be huge, but you see that in every single position. I don't know what the detail of the reflections will be, but you can gain so much in value if you held like $1,000 in it. You can gain a decent amount in value in BUSD or whatever position you get. You probably get BUSD, I would imagine. If you're looking at the addresses, you have 4,000 addresses or 5,000 addresses that are holding it. We look at some of the holders. You have a null or dead address. That's good to see. So that means that you can actually increase the value by just having that dead address as well. So yeah, I mean, if this is something that's leading the charge with reflection tokens, then yeah, it could be something big. But I don't know enough detail about it, and it does look good seeing 34% being added to the dead address, the dead wallet. However, you do have one person that's holding 2%, which is not crazy. 2% is not that bad. 1% is not that bad either. And they're holding 10 quadrillion or 10 quadrillion or 10 trillion. Million, billion, trillion, 10 trillion coins. They're holding 22 trillion coins, which I don't know the value of the 22 trillion coins right now. So like if I go over here and what's the price of it? Let's go back to the price. Let's go back here. Price is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 zeros and 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4,000. You're looking at, let's say if we wanted to buy $1,000 worth, divided by, it's not going to work, equals that divided by this, and we're going to get 25 billion, right? So million, billion, you get 25 billion coins at $1,000. That's great to have. Now, what can this increase to? Probably to something big. If it could be large, I'll have to look into it a little bit more to see what it can be all about, because I like things that are leading the charge when it comes to, you know, new coins or new. It's not really a new mechanism, but let's just go with that. So, come on. So Reflect Finance. Reflects Finance. I don't know. We'll have to check it out a little bit more and look into it a little bit, because I like reflection tokens, but I don't want to get into any more coins that have so many coins in supply and circulation. But good thing is all of the coins are out there, and everything that's burned off is burned off. You have 300 or almost 400,000 or 400 trillion that's burned off. So you're seeing less than that 1 quadrillion mark, which currently it's up 10%. If I look at history, we look at some history here, we're going to see it kind of at a higher point than what it has been, in the past. But either way, it hasn't really gotten to a point to where it added another zero, besides probably like here. It hasn't gotten to a point to where it added another zero. So it's good to see that it's at a reasonable point, even though it is at 10% up. I don't know as to when this was launched in February. So yeah, it could be huge, but I'll have to look into it a little bit more. If I wanted to burn trillions, and I would want Shiba's price as low as possible. If they promote a good strategy price, price will go up and they will burn less. True. Jolie, tag him in your question. Please ask Matthew, and I will. You're asking what? What are you asking me? Why is Crow and SHIB going to explode? Why is Crow and SHIB going to explode? In my opinion, I think Crow is going to change the game of, well, it already has, of stakeable coins. When you look at Crow, CRO is the crypto coin of crypto.com, which their platform is just changing the game with staking. and just making it so that you gain so much more than what you would gain in like a index fund or a mutual fund or any type of investment. Is taking away long-term investments from there and putting it into cryptocurrency. Also, you're going to see a lot of people that have to stake CRO in order to get that higher percentage. So they're going to be able to gain so much out of CRO while also changing the credit card game as well. So CRO in itself, I believe, is going to explode. Shiba Inu, once we do see um, burns being implemented in any way, right? I think it will be a huge impact to the price. And obviously, I would love to see them implement a transaction burn, while also having my community led burns and just overall community led burns. Um, so I think it will explode in that aspect as well. So it's more speculation than anything, and for a YouTube title. So I answered that out. Matt, check out Rubik, and they have 20 million market cap and 124 million total supply. That's not necessarily a good thing. Oh wait, what's their circulating supply? They have a $20 million market cap. Let's check it out. We'll check what the current circulating supply and the total supply actually is. Let's look at Rubik. So yeah, they have 88% of supply out there. Happy with that. We do have it's at a 19-cent mark. It is at a $21.7 million supply. That's great. Seeing it up 7%. Obviously, the entire market is actually up. Let's look at some of the history. We are seeing it right now at sort of a low point. In this 20-cent mark, it has risen to a level of, you know, uh, 69 cents. And I think this could be a case where you can easily see this double in price. And even where it currently is at 20 cents and get up to a level of $1, obviously that's what everybody's hoping for. You can see this run up to where it's a 5x return. So yeah, it looks really, really good. You can get it on certain markets. You can get it on Uniswap, Gate.io. I'll have to check it out for Gate.io. It does look pretty sound. I'll have to look into it a little bit more to see what this was all about and if they're adding anything to the supply, because a lot of times you'll see things that have a low circulating supply, you'll have amounts that are added every so often. So I'll have to look into that a little bit, but I will add that to my list of coins here. That's not what I wanted. I'll bring that up and add that to my list of coins. Coins to check out. All right, so add that there. It does look pretty good though. Seeing obviously the low circulating supply with the verified circulating supply, and also the low market cap, and not on every single platform, but it does show that it's at at least Gate.io, where I can buy it over there if I wanted to. Let's see. Let's go back here. We are at 1,800 followers. Thank you to whoever followed. I appreciate it so much. To get me up to 1,800 followers. Let's see. Let's check out the stock market while we're at it. ZOM is up 2.5%. We're also seeing BBIG that's up 2%, AMC that's up 2%, Prague is up 4%. Let's look at some big movers in the markets. So let's go ahead and look at not just the day. We're going to look at the pre-market. We could see that 10 is up quite a bit. It's up 94% today. See, if I was Overstock.com is up 23%. That's big as well. I was invested in that way back when, but then stopped investing like longer term in the stock market and more did that towards the like mutual funds and longer term investments. All my credit cards blocked. MoonPay? Why? I mean, if you just talk to them and say this is a legit place, because my debit card, they called me and they said you have a charge for MoonPay. Do you want to go through with that? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go through with it. It's me. Um, but yeah, you see this up about 94%. A lot of these positions, I wouldn't, a lot of these positions, as I look into this, like, would I day trade this position up 94%? No. Unless we started to see some massive movement towards the market open, no, I wouldn't do that. But there are some other positions that you could be up 37% and you could see some consistent movement. This one looks pretty solid, bouncing off the 200 EMA multiple times. If it does open at a high point, you can expect a pullback. If it does create more of a decreased moment towards the end of the pre-market, and you could possibly see a pre-market pivot, which is what I always look for. If I can find a pre-market pivot, a solid pre-market pivot, it's very easy to find gains there. And if you do get stopped out, you get stopped out. But if you can gain $100 out of it, you just stop trading for the day, or you can continue trading and risk losing that $100. Or you can find a way to, once you gain that $100, you can continue to trade and have 5 trades with a stop loss of around $20. And if you end up losing all that money, then you lost the money for the day and you break even at the end of the day. That's always a case that you could do. I love day trading, but I just haven't gotten back into it, especially since I've been holding Zomedica and holding a lot of AMC, GME, my SOS position that's down a crazy amount. What about SOS? So I like SOS. Uh I haven't talked about it in a while. I think SOS will make a move eventually. It's just right now it's not at a solid point. I think it's at like 70 or 80 cents. Uh let's look at SOS. Let's just type it in. So yeah, it's at about 84 cents. It's up 5% in the pre-market. It was down 13%. Um was it yesterday? Yesterday down 13%, and today, it's, or right now in the pre-market, it's up 5%. So hopefully we could see some big moves. Eventually, I think everything will start to push up massively, and then we're going to see a ton of growth in all of these positions. I don't know if SOS will get back up to my cost basis. Maybe I should uh I should dollar cost average down, um or whatever, but I'm currently holding at $4. So this is, I'm I'm very low on this position. This is not looking good with this position here. If we don't break 40K, I'm holding, wait, I'm holding above and heading down. I made 20% this morning. Matt, is your Discord, uh, wait, Matt, what is your Discord or Telegram? I have my Discord link is in the description. So click the link in the description to get to. You have to go through Patreon in order to get to the Discord. So go through Patreon. There's 3 levels of Patreon if you guys want to sign up for that. Um, I don't have a Telegram. Dollar cost average for the win. You're human. Yeah, I mean everybody makes mistakes here. I can tell you that this ZOM position or this SOS position is down. A lot of things are down. It's not only about being human at this moment, it's about the markets being down and holding strong throughout these horrible markets. Because from what I understand, as you saw the markets like crash in 2008, 2009, I don't think Warren Buffett sold a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's how he made a ton of money, right? You hold for the long term, you hold through the crashes, and maybe you even buy during those crashes if you have money. If you don't have any money and you lost everything, then don't do it. But you play it for the long term. If anyone doesn't want their Bitcoin, I'll gladly take it. CRO or BTC. Um, so I would go with, if I had to choose between the two, CRO has more growth potential. BTC has growth potential, but CRO can just give you so much more. I think it's great to have both at certain levels, but um, for poor people, CRO; for the rich, BTC. I don't know about that. it has more of a position to grow. I feel like CRO is currently at a insanely low market cap, and if it could even get to a tenth, of what Bitcoin is actually at, which would be um, 80 $80 billion market cap. That's an 8 times return right now. If Bitcoin gets to $100,000, that's really only a 2x or 3x return right now. When you're looking at an 8x return versus a 2x return, and this is basically saying that Bitcoin needs to go from a $1 trillion market cap to a $2 trillion market cap, which is kind of unheard of. If anybody can do it, it's Bitcoin. If any coin can do it, it's Bitcoin. I wish crypto, uh, I wish crypto to crypto wasn't realized gains. Only when you cash out. Yeah, so do I. I was talking about that a while ago. Was that um, when you change crypto or sell it for another investment, it's still an investment, but they take um, the profits that you gain from whatever you sold, and that's considered, what you're going to be taxed on. And I don't like that because you're still holding an investment. I don't like that at all. I guess they wanted to do that to limit the amount of people that would just trade it to other cryptocurrencies because what they would do is people would just trade it to a stable coin. I feel like whenever the money goes to a stable coin, it should be tracked, and that would be a tough way to track it, but it should be tracked to a stable coin, and then whenever it hits that stable coin, when it goes from USDC or USDT or whatever that tracks is, or that track goes all the way back to a stable coin, if you make $10,000, that would be what you're taxed on. Because I want to hold multiple things and I want to get in and out of positions to go to swap it to another one, to swap it to whether it is a stable coin or swap it to BNB or swap it to whatever. So it's going to be tough to be able to do something like that, but I guess it sort of makes sense any swap that you have. Any NFTs confuse me, I stay away. They don't confuse me. They just don't make sense. Right? They really don't confuse me. It's just like the only thing that doesn't make sense about it is why people want to buy something like that. And I mean, I I I guess I can see investments and how, like, if I apply it to the same thing as shoes and say these 5 shoes were made and there's no other 5 shoes like these in the world, well, everybody's going to want them and they're going to pay higher prices as you can trade them on eBay or whatever. People are going to pay more and more for all of this stuff. I understand that. But I mean, when they start to sell, videos of, LeBron dunking or Steph Curry shooting a three, it doesn't make sense to me why anybody would want to buy something like that. Um, but whatever. NFT is a UFO. You just want black and white tax laws so that it's easy to file. I hear you. I hear you. All right, so we're currently 22 minutes away from the market open. We want to see how the market's going to run. Whatever positions we're looking at, whether it's ZOM, AMC, GME, any positions. I want to see how things are going to run today. Hopefully they run. But yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. If you have any other investments you want to look at, we can definitely look at those as well. All right, perfect. So Matt, are you going to get the CRO coin or CRK coin? What is that? So you can earn WCCRO. Um, I mean, I'll have to look into it, but probably not. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get you in since you are a Kronos guy now. Yeah, I'll have to look into it more, but I always like to stick with the most simple method of things. Same thing how I felt with Time Wonderland. I wanted it to be simple. I want this to be simple. I don't want to go anything super complex. I want to make sure that everybody that does see my videos or understand what I'm doing knows that it's very simple to do. I still need to redeem the I own AMC NFT. I have mine. I haven't checked in a while to see what the price is. I don't know what the price is going to be. There's a lot out there. There's like 100,000 out there, right? It's not going to be crazy valuable, but eventually, I mean, it might trade for something. You never know. You never really know. Let's play an ad on both streams. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Theo. Thank you for being here. Again, guys, if you missed anything today, we bought Shiba Inu to burn. So we're burning off Shiba Inu. We're burning off Shiba Inu. And we bought 25.5 million, and we're going to be burning that off in the near future. It's just got to take 6 days to clear, which freaking sucks. But I figured out a video that I figured out a method that we can burn off the Shiba Inu same day that we buy it, which would be buying it on Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro, and then it would be a little bit of a higher fee, but it's still with the same bank account. So instead of paying $3 over here, I would pay $8 over there, and I'm okay with paying $8. I wasn't okay with paying 20 or 40 or $50. I wasn't okay with that. But we'll pay $8. We'll burn off the Shiba Inu that we can the same day, and we don't have to worry about any type of waiting period. So that's always good. So yeah, we have 25 million. So now I hold 33 million here, which 2 million is going to two giveaway winners. So if you want to enter those giveaways, make sure you guys become a member over on the Let It Burn channel, which the link is in the chat. It's in the description. Or sorry, it's in the description. It should be the first link in the description. So I'm not 100% sure, but it also is in it's the pinned link to the chat, the pinned comment to the chat on my main channel. But if you're on the Let It Burn channel, feel free to become a member. Anybody that's a member that goes through the steps that we do on those videos will win the giveaways. We have 2 people that we're sending 1 million SHIB to, and then we have 25 million that we're going to be burning off. That's great to see. Also, we talked about the AMA, which I have a whole video out on it, which it did get 7,000 views. I was afraid that it wasn't going to get any views because, I had that long stream that I was, talking about the AMA, but I wanted to do a recap while it was still fresh in my mind and also get something out late that day. But it did get a good amount of views, I think like 7,000 or something. And I'm happy with that. I am completely okay with that. Yeah, I got about 7,000 views. Yeah, that stream was or the stream was great. The AMA was disappointing. So disappointing. You think BTC all time of 69K was a sign or random? No, it was it was a sign. It actually should have been there was supposed to be a run of everything. But before altcoins got a chance to run, everything started to pull back, right? Everything started, all of this extra stuff. They wanted to show how much manipulation they have on the crypto market, which technically institutions are still heavy buys into any investment. So when you look at crypto, um, they're not. Oh my God, you're missing out. 69, 69, 69. No, well, I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, I think crypto still has, or sorry, institutions still have a stranglehold on all investments. Sorry that I paused there. I was just reading something. Um, but yeah, it does have a stranglehold on all investments, and it's showing what type of hold it has on crypto as well. And they do have something, right? You look at the Fed, and the Fed definitely speaks, and the crypto market decreases, and now you start to see things increase. And will they decide to pull it back some more? It's possible, right? So I think it was meant to be where we were supposed to see altcoins increase, because we saw Bitcoin increase. It had a little bit of retracement from 69. You see Ethereum increase, a little bit of retracement, right? Then you start to see altcoins actually run, and then it was derailed by everything. Check out that cough. Too long, persistent. Uh, get something for it, please. So the issue, again, I'm not a person that speaks a lot. Even though it seems like I speak a lot, um, I'm not a person that speaks a lot. I don't talk at all. I'm very introvert, so I like to be by myself most cases. This is why I don't do a lot of collaborations. And since I don't do that, my voice is never warmed up. It was warmed up the whole entire day until I just started eating, and this is pretty dry, so I have to drink a bunch of water as I'm eating one small bite. But yeah, I appreciate your concern there. But yeah, there's a lot of things as to why I do cough quite a bit. And if you see me in a normal day, I'm not talking this much. So whenever I talk, um, I'm okay with that. It's like probably one sentence that I'll say, and then that's pretty much it. But since I talk so much, that's the reason why. Because I talk so much here, that's the reason why. I have a 2.5 hour live stream going on right now, where I would go ahead. Um, but anyways, you'll be notified about future ones. Currently, we have 189 people here, 300 and almost 50 likes. If you can get me up to 350 likes, I would be ecstatic. I would be so happy with how things are going there. 8.8 subscribers over on the Let It Burn channel, guys. If you want to support Shiba Inu in any way, we're burning off Shiba Inu on the Let It Burn channel, which is the link is in the description, and the link is pinned to the chat. So feel free to go over there and subscribe and like and comment and all that other stuff. How do you redeem it? Is it on their website? Yeah, you should have gotten I think an email for it, and then you redeem it. You go to their website, and they send you to I can't remember the site that they send you to, but basically it's like a third party site that you end up going through that holds your NFT, and then you go from there and you can redeem it there, and they walk you through how to redeem it. That's if you got like the email for it. I'm such an introvert. Yesterday my phone said I have a SIM card error. I'm in zero rush to have it fixed because I could use a break from calls and texts. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, calls and texts are usually okay with me. I'll talk to like family members a lot, but I won't go out of my way to reach out to them. I won't go out of my way to reach out to anybody just because I don't want to do it. You can trade with leverage on Coinbase Pro. Yeah, the problem is I can't withdraw. It's not about trading. It's about withdrawing. If you're talking to me. I don't know if you're talking to me. So we got about 11 minutes until the market opens. Crypto market looks good unless you're looking at coin market cap. Let's see if they fix that. Yeah, the crypto market looks good unless you're looking at coin market cap, because everything is down, apparently. It's down 91%. Yeah, I think maybe I'll make a shorts video saying the crypto market is down 91%. Everything's failing. I get the same cough sometimes, worse when I talk because I don't talk a lot, and it's like a scratching in the back of my throat. Yeah, exactly. I feel it all the time. It's not that I need to cough because of something that I'm like clearing my throat. It's like something back there that just bothers me and like irritates. It's like you don't use your voice box. Stop using your voice box. You reached out to me. What? As always, say there's no uh companion more companion than solitude. Yeah, I guess that's true. 69K will be the new low soon. I mean, I don't think it'll be the new low, like the lowest point possible. No, I don't think that's the case. But I think you will see Bitcoin reach higher and higher numbers. I just don't understand how one position could have um, such an impact to the overall cryptocurrency market, and we should see other cryptocurrencies that are up in the 100 billion or 200 billion dollar mark, and we will see that, and we will see Bitcoin's dominance decrease. It's happening up there. We will see Bitcoin's dominance decrease eventually. I think Bitcoin's dominance will hold at probably a level of, I would like to see it at like 20%, but here it says the Bitcoin's dominance is currently at 522%, which is crazy. You said you don't reach out to people. You reached out to me. Yeah, well, yes. I said I usually don't like to reach out to a lot of people, but yes, I reached out to you. I reach out to, all of my subscribers. If I have to reach out to you, I'll reach out to you. But I'm saying most likely with like people in general, I don't want to reach out and talk to anybody. But then again, I love talking about cryptocurrency in the stock market. So it's kind of a, um, I don't know, a win lose situation in a way, or lose lose situation, or win win. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. But I like talking about this stuff, and you guys are the only people that like to talk about this or even hear about it. Uh, Actually, my brother is now starting to get into cryptocurrency a lot. Have I seen Bitgert? What's Bitgert? Let's look at it. I've never heard of it. Um, so you're looking at um 428 trillion in total circulation. Another one that has 1 quadrillion coins. I'm sort of getting tired of these coins that have 1 quadrillion coins. It's just getting me upset with everything that's just so many coins that are out there. I want to see things that have less coins. Yes, I know it has potential. You're looking at $309 million market cap. Uh, at most, I would probably move into this for a double, for the position to double, but I don't expect anything more than that. I mean, if we won't get any market cap updates, I knew that. But right now we're seeing it at a high point to where it definitely can resist from. So I would stay away. For me, I would stay away because you see these low points, how it creates peaks and valleys. And right now it's a point to where it looks like it might resist again. It did surpass this level, but it looks like it might find a way to resist. I don't know. It's up 4% today. That's all I can say about it. I don't know anything about the use case, but I'm gonna stay away. What was that? There was like a spider that fell from the ceiling. Weird. It's very weird. We must have some giveaway game or system every week. I don't know if we're gonna have something every week, because then that will take away from the gains of the channel, And obviously, you want to be able to burn off the most with the channel. So I don't know if we'll have it every week, but maybe somewhere around every month right now. And if we could do something big, um, then yeah. Like if we would reach certain subscriber goals, maybe that can be to a point. Or if we would reach certain revenue goals, maybe we can get that to a point. But we'll see how everything could be implemented. Right now, we just did a standard giveaway, and I'm gonna reach out to them as soon as I get off of here and uh, ask them for their address. Um, Not like their home address, their Shiba Inu address. Uh, DAG only has 3 billion coins. It has contracts with USAF and USSF and Amazon. DAG, that sounds great. You like that joke? Anybody like that joke? Do I hear any laughs? Is it King DAG or is it Constellation? We're looking at a 14 or 15 cent price. You're seeing 1.2 billion that's out there. We look at some of the history. We have seen it up in this level of 45 cents, which it decreased pretty hard, created a stair step on the way down, which does show that it has a little bit of strength because you have some buying power in some of these areas. So I like to see buying power above. If it's just completely falling, then it has no room for anybody to make moves into it positively, right? But currently, you could see that this is, it did make a move, recently before coming back down to some of these levels, kind of a third touch point down here, which can create very bullish activity. We do see that's up about 1% today, not as much as the rest of the market, but you do see $195 million market cap. Definitely shows room that it can 5x. So I'll go with that and say that this shows a lot of room for growth. But right now, with the history, it only shows an ability to just 2x or so, maybe 3x. But that's pretty much it right now in the short term. $500 CRO or SHIB. Um, I would buy BTC even with $500. So I would say, um, depends what you're looking out of. Are you looking for more short term? A CRO is probably more short term. SHIB is more of a longer term play, in my opinion. When you have more, you got to start somewhere. Hi, Matt. Have you heard of Zombie Inu? Yes, I've heard of Zombie Inu, and I think it's pretty interesting. I looked into it and I didn't buy any yet. I don't think I bought any yet. Maybe I did. I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any yet. So I didn't buy any, but yeah, I've heard of it. It looks interesting. I still have to see how things are going to run with it before I make a move into it. If I'm going to do anything with it, I'll probably just put my foot in the door. Brad, I haven't seen you here in a while. Thank you for showing up. You got a baby crying upstairs, so if you hear her, she's always upset in the morning. You know it's about this time. She wakes up late. She gets upset about everything. Last night she was actually pretty happy about everything until it was bath time. Um, Amazon hasn't partnered with any crypto related. Interesting. Matthew, best investment right now. Best investment right now. Look, guys, I don't want you to sit here and take what I say and, um, you know, use it and, maybe you can make some money from it. But I want you guys to figure out your own strategies, right? You can't just come onto a channel and say, hey, um, what's the best investment right now? I have $500. I'm going to put it in there right now, right? Like that's tough to say, right? You can look at all the positions that I have, and I think they're amazing investments, and I can't really narrow it down to just one, right? there's a lot of things here, and if you want to look at them, do your own research on things, you can figure out what the best investment is. But I don't want to sit here and give you guys a play that I would get into, and then I have a different thought process with that play, and then you end up selling it for a loss because you didn't wait long enough, or you didn't play it out the right way, or you had just a short-term mindset when in fact I gave you a long-term position. So I just want to like stop that there. Um, I like all the positions that I hold, whether it's CRO, it's Farmcoin, it's Krill, OMG, Gitcoin, Compound, all of these positions that I hold currently on the screen. And then plus looking at something like Zelda Inu. I think Zelda Inu is a great position that will end up playing out in a big way, and you'll see it at least 4x in a position. So there's a lot of different ones that you can buy that you can gain a ton out of, whether it's, SHIB, CRO, or anything. Do you have CRO staked on DeFi? It's 12%. I currently have it staked on um, just the CRO exchange, or sorry, the crypto.com exchange, which is like 6%. It was supposed to be 10% if I did do it through the card. So I'm going to do it through that so that I can get the card and get all the other percentages. But no, I don't have a stake there. I expected it to stake here so that I can get the card that I wanted, so I can get 3% back on everything that I purchase. But that's not happening right now. I have to now wait like 3 months. Or I can buy $4,000 worth now and, go into that. I do my own research and I make my own pennies. You just like to talk crypto with the community. I appreciate that. For the record, and that wasn't me asking. Yeah, I know that wasn't you. I'm just spewing out some comments in general. Obviously I will talk about positions that I hold and that I like, but I want everyone to do their own research in these positions. As I'm saying, Farmcoin is a great position. I want you guys to do your own research and let me know why you think Farmcoin is also a great position, right? So you're doing your own research into it, and then you can make your own investment if you feel as though it's as good as I say it is, or even better if you look into it a little bit more. I agree with you. These people that come here and just ask questions about $500, honestly, it should be getting involved if they haven't done the research. Yeah, you should do a little bit of research, at least a little bit. Just read that Amazon and Constellation partnership was some BS that the crypto put out. Interesting. Whose website? It's not on Amazon website. I just wanted to say I love all wait love all your live shows. Matt and I apologize if something or sometimes I'm a nuisance. You're not. You're not a nuisance. I've seen that you come and say like tell everyone that I sent you when it comes to Zelda Inu. I understand that, but you're not a nuisance. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate everybody's comments. So thank you for being here and being a member as well. And I like Zelda Inu. I think Zelda Inu is going to be big, and I talk about it pretty much every live stream, which I should have a huge partnership with them if I'm talking about it so much. Like, what would that be worth if, like, say, you know, Graham Stephan every single day talked about a position? I feel like that would be worth a lot. Amazon is not a partner with Constellation. Stop showing that scam. Amazon doesn't officially support any cryptos. They are investing in their own blockchain technology, but anything else is false. Yeah. What's up, Matt? Yo, if you don't mind me asking, what's your 9 to 5? I don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. YouTube is my 9 to 5. I just recently, quit my job. I quit my 9 to 5 to work full time on YouTube and give you guys as much information as possible. And whether it's with this channel or with the Let It Burn channel or with the Reaction channel or with the Golf channel, any of that. I just want to do as much as I can for, community, and also live life the best way that I can. So I don't have a 9 to 5. I do have degrees, which um, I would say they do give me a lot of value, even though I paid quite a bit for those degrees, especially my master's degree. It's not really going to give me anything in the YouTube world, just a little bit of credibility, I guess. But I, you know, I can't help but feel like, it was a waste or something. But then again, I feel like I gained a ton out of it because before college, I could tell you I didn't know much about all this stuff. I was trying to get into a lot of stuff. I knew about YouTube. I didn't know how much you could make on YouTube, but I knew about YouTube. And I started on YouTube, I think it was like in 2014, and didn't really do anything related to this. I knew I wanted to record some type of video and upload videos and get interested in content, but I didn't know what to do. And I started doing or talking about finance, personal finance, credit cards, and investing and all that stuff in 2019. So I've been on here for about 3 years, a little over 3 years now. What about farm? I like farm. It's currently at $96. I invested more in at 92. So the fact that it's up about $4, and I bought 16 coins, that's good. I'm seeing well over $40 um, in profits so far, and I expect a lot more. I expect it to double, and to get up to $200 worth. Now, I don't know if that'll happen in the middle of the night, so I'll have to watch it closely. But right now, I'm happy with where things are and what I can gain with it. So that's going to be probably, I would say, a 2 week hold, and then I'm going to get out of the position and put the money back where it was. So hopefully it's a $200 gain. It's either a $200 gain or a 2 week hold from what I'm grasping from it. Oh, the stock market is open. Stock market's green. Somebody said the stock market's green so far. Yeah, we can see everything is green right now. AMC is up slightly, but starting to create more of a downtrend. It didn't break this high after increasing to a level here. You see it decrease down to a lower level to where it increased, and I hoped kind of for it to break this level here. You want to see it a break above a previous level so it can create a higher high, create that trend, higher highs, higher low, but it looks more like consolidation right from the start. Even though it is green, it's looking more like consolidation right from the start. You are seeing GME that's kind of in more of a downward trend, creating that lower high, lower low. It could be creating a bounce, pulling far away from the 200 or the 15 moving average. It's great to see. Obviously, I don't want to see it down, but you can see that it'll find a way to gap back up, and it just did that. SOS is up to 82 cents. It's up about 3% today. That's good to see as well. ZOM is up 1%, up to 37 cents. We need to see a lot more there. Things are slightly green, but it definitely can take a turn for the worst. Everything is in level or in for like grounds for reversal. So I still Patel, thanks, man. I'm going to school currently for business and finance with a specialization in real estate, and I have a minor in accounting. I'm new to crypto. Uh, I knew crypto was the way to go. Yeah, I that's a lot that you're doing. That's great. What's your plan on after graduation and all that stuff? Where are you planning on going with all of that? Because I had to focus in certain areas because I know in the beginning, like my first associate's degree, I focused on accounting and tried to get in entry level, maybe accounts receivable, accounts payable, and go for an accounting degree, which I did go for, and also a dual major in business with a concentration in finance in order to become an accountant because that's what I wanted to do. Last April, farm was at 346. Saw it spike a lot last spring. Might want to hold it through May. Oh, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it. I'm holding 30 through um, probably not the lifetime of holding farm, but I'm holding 30 for a long time. It's just this 16 that I just bought yesterday is meant for a quick flip. So I took money that I didn't necessarily want to spend on the crypto market and I want to flip it so that I can take that money and now have double that. So I expect something bigger, and if we don't get something huge, I'll still accept whatever profit I can get and put that in there. Now I've already gained 5,000 from Harvest Finance, and that's how I was able to fund OMG Network and Krill and all these other positions. Um, but I expect a lot out of farm and consistently out of farm. It looks like something that does have consistent movement. Top five holdings are H bar, SHIB, Algo, DAG, and CRO in that order. Just to let you know, I'm not shilling DAG. Yeah, I mean it's good. You can get into whatever position you're happy with. Just look at my credit cards from yesterday. Turns out I had a lot of fun yesterday. I bet. I bet. I'm holding about 14 harvest coins at around 150. A dollar cost average. Hope to sell it when it goes up to 300 a coin. Actually, I will transfer to BTC. Yeah, I think that's good. Blaine, are you still holding? Yes, I still have 200,000 of that. Still holding it. I don't know what price it's at. I know it was at like 6 or 7. I initially invested in at 7, so 0.007. So currently my total value in that account is 1500. And how much I have in PI, I'm down about $100, I think. Can't no, I'm up. I'm up $100. So I have 202,000 of PI here. So I currently hold 202,000 of PI, almost 203,000. I do have Floki, I have Doggy Crypto, I have SafeMoon, which was converted, and that's stupid. Um, Ethereum, Elon, GHC, Galaxy Heroes coin, Saitama, Baby Doge, Yoshi, and a little bit of USDT with some time, I guess. Some crypto dust that's there. But yeah, I'm holding PI, still have it, still waiting on this thing to move, still waiting on it to get listed elsewhere, and we will see some massive movements there. And I'll be able to invest it in other places. So right now, I'm sitting on it and just waiting for that move. Do you see Ryan Cohen tweet? I haven't seen Ryan Cohen's tweet. Shorts? It's about shorts. Look at the market. We can see that ZOM is now down 1%. Uh, see how I said that things can turn around. You see AMC that's still up 2%, so it's making a positive move. GME is up 3%. That's great to see as well. Prague is up about 3%. Um, things are moving in the right direction, and SOS is up 3%. It's good to see. I haven't heard of any news on PI in a while. Yeah, I haven't heard of anything in a while, but I'm still holding on to it. I have 50,000 at 0.008. Okay. Yeah, I know right now it's at a good price. I think of 0.007 or a little bit less than that, like 0.0068 or 69. I'm holding 100 million SHIB long term magic number. Also got Zelda Inu. Um, but if you guys are looking for a hidden gem, and this I think, wait, then this I think is it. Age verification technology, Brave, white paper. I'll have to look at it. I got 1,000. I got 1,600 PI. Also, did you see Elon Musk's new phone? It's also named PI. Coincidence? I don't know. Maybe. What is age verification technology? I'll have to look into it whenever I get some time. Bruce Wayne. He's Batman. That's funny. All right. So yeah, we're at 9:45, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching this stream. Also for the people that watched my stream yesterday, I appreciate it. Any new subscribers that we have, thank you for joining. We are looking to see some increases over the stock market. We're seeing some movement in SOS and in AMC, GME. It looks like ZOM is down by 2%, so that doesn't look good. But we are seeing some movement in the crypto market, and hopefully we can see some consistent green movement. I will keep Harvest Finance up to see what's going to happen there because that's supposed to be my quick flip. And so is Compound. It's supposed to be a quicker flip, but that hasn't really made the moves that I wanted it to make either because of the crypto market pullback so much. But guys, follow me on Twitter if you can. I do want to grow that to about 2,000 followers, and hopefully we can just build a huge community over there as well as a community over here or multiple communities over here. But guys, again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, follow the Let It Burn channel. If you haven't done that, the link is in the description. It's pinned to the chat. Thank you to any new member that we did have here on the Let It Burn channel. And thank you to all the people that are watching. But I'm going to get out of here, guys.